Hi there. I do like this trap a lot, although many of the lines are far from forced. It's in the bishop d2 variation of the French Winawer, and it's called the poisoned d4. After e4, e6, d4, d5 the French defense, knight c3 defends the pawn on e4, and bishop b4 is the Winawer variation, pinning the knight on c3. This move, bishop d2, has been played by Ivanchuk and Timan, and it leads to more dynamic play. After black captures d takes e4, the queen now is hitting the pawn on d4. White can play the thematic move in the French, queen g4, which targets g7 as well as e4. But queen takes on d4 supports both the attacked pawns. Was this pawn poison on d4? Well, actually not. White might think he gets something with the move long castles, potentially hitting the queen along the d-file, but after the move f5, counter hitting the white queen on g4, black's doing very well. This position has in fact been reached many times, most notably in the games Marshall against Chigorin in 1901 and Keres against Levenfish 1948. White can try here the flamboyant bishop g5. However, this isn't really a good try, as black will get a fantastic game with moves such as queen takes on f2 or f takes on g4. Black would be standing much better. However, if black plays queen e5, runs through the queen, and allows rook d8 now, check, and king runs off to f7, white now can continue with a move knight f3, gaining time hitting the queen. Well, black might be reluctant to capture the knight, because if e takes on f3, the fourth row is open now, and white can continue with queen takes on b4, with a threat of queen f8. It's not a mating threat, but if, for example, black were to play knight to c6, then queen f8 and king g6, white will probably continue with g takes on f3, and the rook will come into play on the g-file with a decisive attack for white. So after queen takes there on b4, black would continue with knight to f6. White wouldn't be winning material after rook takes h8. It's actually black who'll be winning because of the check on e1, forcing knight interposing on d1, but now the queen is loose on b4 and black would be winning. So rook takes on h8 doesn't work. However, white would gain equality with bishop takes on f6. Backing up, after knight f3, we've shown that black is fine after e takes on f3. However, if black was to try queen a5 running with the queen, then white is already winning after this move, bishop b5. The threat is bishop e8. After the knight blocks that diagonal, now white wins with knight to e5 check, forcing knight takes on e5, and now white mates in 2, bishop e8 check, forcing the king back to f8, and now the discovered bishop g6 is checkmate. So lovely mate. And this has been the poisoned d4 trap in the French d2, bishop d2 variation of the Winawer. Hope you found it useful. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.